Hello students, this is your science educator Rajni Bhardwaj from St. Xavier School. Today we'll start with the first chapter, chemical reactions and equation. Consider the following situations of daily life. For example, change of milk into curd. Example 2, rusting of iron. Example 3, digestion of food in the body. Example 4, ripening of fruits. Example 5, reaction of cells in the body with oxygen during respiration. Preparation of alcohol by fermentation. Let us study activity 1.1.
For this activity, we need a spirit lamp with a matchbox, a strip of magnesium ribbon, a watch glass, and a pair of tongs. First, light the spirit lamp with the help of a matchstick. Now, hold the strip of magnesium ribbon with the help of a pair of tongs and bring it to the flame. We observe that the magnesium ribbon burns with a dazzling white flame. When the magnesium ribbon completely burns, a white-colored substance is formed. Do you know what it is? The white-colored substance is magnesium oxide.
Now, let us study activity 1.2.
Now we will perform another activity which involves the reaction of potassium iodide and lead nitrate solution. Mix both the solutions in a test tube and allow them to react. We observe that a yellow-colored precipitate of lead iodide is formed at the bottom of the test tube. Now, let us perform another activity. For performing this activity, we take few zinc granules in a conical flask and pour some dilute sulfuric acid to it. We observe that bubbles of hydrogen gas are formed and the temperature of acid having zinc granules increases. Do you know how can we confirm that the evolved gas is hydrogen? Let's find. When we bring a burning matchstick at the mouth of glass tube, the gas started burning with pop sound. How can we confirm that a chemical reaction has taken place? Simple, by observing change in state and change in color as observed in the reaction of potassium iodide and lead nitrate, or by evolution of a gas and change in temperature as observed in the reaction of zinc metal and dilute sulfuric acid.
Many of the changes you observe in your daily life are chemical reactions, a process that leads to the transformation of one set of chemical substances to another is called the chemical reaction. Representing elements by their symbols instead of their names is a more convenient method. These symbols are also used to represent formulae of compounds. Can we represent chemical reactions also in a simpler way? Of course, yes. We can do so by writing chemical equation. A chemical equation is the representation of a chemical reaction with the help of chemical symbols, formulae, or names of substances involved in it. A chemical reaction can be written either in the form of word equation or in the form of symbolic equation. A word equation consists of names of the reactants and products, whereas in a symbolic equation, reactants and products are represented by their chemical symbols. Let us take an example to understand the meaning of chemical equation clearly. Hydrogen reacts with oxygen to form water. In this chemical equation, the substances on the left side of the equation are called reactants and the substances on the right side are called products. Plus sign is written between two reactants or products. An arrow separates the reactants and products in order to show the direction in which reaction is taking place. Let us count the number of atoms of oxygen and hydrogen on both the sides of the equation. The number of atoms of hydrogen is 2 on the reactant side and 2 on the product side. Similarly, the number of atoms of oxygen is 2 on reactant side and 1 on the product side. It means that the number of atoms of oxygen is not the same on both the sides. Therefore, This is an unbalanced chemical equation. Such a chemical equation is known as skeletal chemical equation for a reaction. According to the law of conservation of mass, the number of atoms of each element must be equal in reactants and products. Therefore, the equation must be as follows. Now again, count the number of atoms of hydrogen and oxygen on both the sides. This time, there are 4 hydrogen atoms on the reactant side and 4 hydrogen atoms on the product side. 2 oxygen atoms on the reactant side and 2 oxygen atoms on the product side. Therefore, this is a balanced chemical equation. Here, G and L written in the brackets are the physical states of the reactants and products. G stands for gaseous state and L stands for liquid states.
Seesaw is a swing made of board, balanced at the center. Ron, John, and Matthew are trying to take position on a seesaw. They have similar weights. Ron and Matthew go to one side and John on the other. Oh, it has tilted onto one side. Sam comes and sits with John. Wow, now it is stable and balanced because it has equal weights on both sides. Similarly, the chemical reactions taking place around us or carried out by us and scientists occur according to law of conservation of mass, and hence they are always balanced. Let us learn how we can balance chemical equation. Methane is main constituent of biogas. When it burns in the oxygen or air, it forms carbon dioxide and water vapor. We can represent it like this. Is it a balanced chemical equation? No, because the number of atoms of the elements on both the sides is not equal. Let us learn how to balance a chemical equation. While balancing a chemical equation, it must be taken care that the coefficients are added in front of the molecules and not as subscripts so that the compound remains the same. For example, on adding 2 to the subscript of oxygen in water, it will change water to hydrogen peroxide. Coming back to our question, for balancing a chemical equation, let us first write the formula of reactants and products. Next, we need to list the number of atoms of all the elements present in the equation. So, count the atoms on both the sides and write them in a table. There are 1 carbon, 4 hydrogen and 2 oxygen atoms on the reactant side and 1 carbon, 2 hydrogen and 3 oxygen atoms on the product side. Generally, balancing of a chemical equation starts from the compound that has more number of atoms. And in that compound, it is started with the element that has maximum number of atoms. So, we have to start with number of hydrogen in the methane molecule, and for balancing the hydrogen atoms, multiply water by 2. That is, write 2 as a coefficient of water. Count the hydrogen atoms on both sides again. For balancing oxygen atoms, multiply O2 by 2. Now count the number of atoms of each element on both the sides. This time, all the atoms on the reactant and the product side are balanced. Now, write the physical states of the reactants and products along with their chemical formulae. This is a balanced chemical equation. Let us balance another chemical reaction to check our clarity on the topic. Aluminium and water react to form aluminium oxide and hydrogen gas. The symbol equation can be written as. Recall that first we need to count the number of elements present on the reactant side and on the product side. So, there are 1 aluminium, 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen in the reactants and 2 aluminium, 2 hydrogen and 3 oxygen in the products. Since the number of atoms in the reactants and products is not same, the reaction is not balanced. Let's balance this equation. For balancing oxygen atoms, multiply H2O by 3, that is, add 3 as the coefficient of water. For balancing aluminium atoms, multiply aluminium by 2. For balancing hydrogen, multiply H2 by 3. Remember, we have to write 3 only as the coefficient of H in H2. Now, count the number of atoms of elements on each side of the arrow. And finally, count the number of atoms of each element on both the sides again. This time, all the atoms on the reactant and the product side are balanced. Therefore, the equation is said to be balanced. Now we will rewrite the balanced chemical equation with physical states of reactants and products. Here, S, L and G written in the brackets in the reactants and products represent the solid, liquid and gaseous state. In some reactions, conditions such as temperature, pressure, catalyst, etc. are also mentioned. They are indicated above and below the arrow in the equation. For example, production of methanol and reduction of methanol to methanol.
Now let's recall what we have learned today. Chemical reaction. A chemical reaction is a change in which one or more substance or reactant react to form new substance with entirely different properties. The reacting species are known as reactant and the new species formed as a result of the reaction are called product. Example, sodium plus water gives sodium hydroxide plus hydrogen. In the above chemical reaction, sodium hydroxide and hydrogen are product and sodium and water are reactants. Now, how to identify whether a chemical reaction has taken place? A chemical reaction can be identified by either of the following observations. That is, number 1, change in chemical state, change in color, evolution of gas, change in temperature, formation of precipitate. Chemical equation. A chemical equation is the symbolic representation of a chemical reaction. Symbols and formula of reactants and products are used for the same. For example, the reaction of burning of methane gas can be written in words as methane plus oxygen, it gives carbon dioxide plus water. This equation is called word equation. The word equation can be changed into chemical equation by writing symbol and formula of the substance in place of their name. CH4 gas plus 2O2 gas on heating gives CO2 gas. How to write a chemical equation? A chemical equation shows change of reactant to product through an arrow placed between them. On left hand side of the arrow, reactants are written with a plus sign between them. Similarly, on the right hand side, products are written with plus sign between them. The arrowhead points towards the product and shows the direction of the reaction. Example, the reaction between magnesium and oxygen resulting into formation of magnesium oxide can be written as Mg plus O2 gives MgO. An unbalanced chemical equation is called skeletal chemical equation. Now, balanced chemical equations. A balanced chemical equation is that in which the total number of atoms of each element are equal on both sides of the equation. According to the law of conservation of mass, mass can neither be created nor destroyed during a chemical reaction. Now let us study the characteristics of chemical reactions. What are the characteristics of chemical reactions?
Are evolution of gas. For example, when zinc granule react with dilute sulfuric acid, then the bubble of hydrogen gas are produced. Formation of precipitate. For example, when dilute sulfuric acid is added to barium chloride solution taken in a test tube, then a white precipitate of barium sulfate is formed. Change in color. For example, when sulfur dioxide gas is passed through acidified potassium dichromate solution, then orange color of potassium dichromate solution changes from orange to green. Change in temperature. For example, the chemical reaction between zinc granule and dilute sulfuric acid is also categorized by a change in temperature, rise in temperature.
worry. So what we have learned so far, a chemical reaction is a chain in which one or more substance or reactant reacts to form a new substance with entirely different properties. The symbolic representation of a chemical reaction is chemical equation. Examples where chemical reactions takes place are digestion of food, rusting of iron, respiration, change of milk into curd, preparation of alcohol by fermentation from grapes, etc. A chemical reaction can be identified by either of the following processes. Number 1, change in state. Number 2, change in color. Number 3, evolution of gas. Number 4, change in temperature. Number 5, formation of precipitate. Now, balanced chemical equation is that in which total number of atoms of each element are equal on both sides of chemical equation in accordance with law of conservation of mass.